Yeah. How's the water?
It's tonic water with a little bit of cassis flavoring. Hey, we're live. I'm with Joe. How's it going, Joe?
What's up? What's up, David? How
What
are
is
you?
up? What is up, my nigger?
And you say that? You're not allowed to say that.
I'm not allowed to say that. I take it back. What's up, my extremely white Jew friend?
Not much, not much. How's it going with you?
Pretty good. What'd you think of Kieran's critique of Brenda, and then what'd you think of my critique of you and Brenda? Just talk a little bit about that.
I don't know what Karen's critique of Brenda was.
You
So
didn't listen to that one? It was audio only.
he sent me like a message, but it wasn't like a critique of anything. It was just, I think, just to say hello.
Oh, okay. He sent me a whole message. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, so I had a little change of heart, and I apologized to you like 16 different times in that most recent video there. So we're best friends again, right?
Yeah, we're best friends again.
There you go.
We were enemies for a little
We
while.
were on a break. Like we were on
You
a
know,
break.
this discussion was the most important thing that ever happened to me, right?
This one we're having right now is
No, the one with Brenda. That was the high
okay.
point of my life. Nothing more important.
Ah,
No, I was just a little frustrated at the end. Like I was like, I didn't think anything she said made any sense.
yeah,
And then she got a little bit rude at the end. I thought
I
she was
agree.
a little bit rude when she kept telling me how I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
So I took a little bit of offense to that, and
Here,
and then you telling me that I didn't, all the wrong things that I did at the end, and I just got a little frustrated after that. So, it's no big deal. Life
yeah.
goes on, right?
It's just so hard. It's so hard to communicate at the best of times. Like, I've been married 26, 27 years, whatever it is. 1995, you could do the math. But
I graduated high school in 1995.
are you serious?
Yeah,
You're like a little baby.
yeah. You're only 7 years older than me. You
Really?
graduated. You graduated in 1988, right?
I graduated. Well, I didn't actually graduate high school. I dropped out at age 17, and then I went back at age to finish up at age 21, and then at age 22, I went to university.
You went back to high school at age 21.
Yeah,
That's weird.
yeah. I had all the chicks, like all the chicks wanted me. I'm kidding.
Really?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That's interesting. You're such a smart guy.
It was an adult. It was an adult high school, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I got straight A's. I got like high 90s in all the sciences and low 90s in math because math's hard. But
Yeah, well, you look really good for your age.
thank you very much.
You don't look old.
You look really good too. That white J on the red circle is like
Thank
sexy
you.
AF.
Yeah, I never age.
Yeah. So what was I telling you? Yeah. But communication with another human being is difficult. Even with my
No,
beloved
it just
wife.
it just depends who it is. I knew from the moment that I had just said hello to her that it
Bad
wasn't gonna
chemistry. Bad chemistry.
it wasn't gonna be like I was gonna be friendly, but I wasn't gonna be she wasn't gonna be my cup of tea, and I
Yeah.
probably wasn't gonna be her cup of tea. And
Yeah.
I can remember one time when I met my boss for the first time, and I knew the moment I sat next to her, I'm not gonna like her. So, it's all right. I probably won't have it. I probably won't ever have another debate again or a discussion. I don't
No.
know why I wanted to do it in the first place. So,
You probably thought you could show off what a genius you are.
yeah, probably. I enjoy talking about like the philosophical arguments for God's existence, and
Okay, here's a question for you. Who is more fun to talk to, Brenda or Matt Dillahunty? Be
I
honest.
want
Be
to.
honest.
I think Matt Dillahunty is probably a bigger asshole. But
Yeah.
well, what about you? You've talked to them both.
Oh yeah, I much prefer talking to Brenda for sure. for sure.
You should call back again and see how it goes. It'll be the same thing.
Yeah, I was thinking about maybe I could do that. It's on a Sunday, right?
Yeah, but he's gotten much worse over the years.
Oh,
Like when you called, he was like still. They were in studio and they were like kind of set. He was still little bit respectful, but now he's just got like now it's just like a big game they play, where like even when you called, it was it was a decent conversation, but
you can't get that today. I got a long time with him. I don't know if you noticed. That was a long conversation.
Yeah, I know. The show was a little bit better about that many years ago. I'm guessing you don't watch it, right?
Maybe. No, never. Never watched it before that call. Never watched it since that call. But I'm thinking maybe I'll troll them just with calling an act retarded. Do a lot of theists do that or no?
No, I mean you get very occasionally. I don't really watch it, but I'll tune in. I'll tune in for a few minutes.
Could I troll him to the extent where I just lead him on and then make a joke?
Maybe.
I could try it.
How did you end up getting Aaron Raw and Michael Jones and these people?
Someone back when I was on Facebook, someone said, "Hey, you should talk to Aaron Raw." I guess you pronounce his name Aaron, not Aaron, and he gets really annoyed if you call him Aaron.
Have you watched any of his stuff?
Yeah. A little bit.
I just watch it for entertainment. It's just not.
He's funny. I mean, I just have really excellent chemistry with him. I just love looking at him, listening to him, his voice, the way he talks, like everything. I just love it.
My favorite part is when you told him he's not as smart as he thinks he is.
He's a great entertainer, but not a great thinker. That was a good one, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
But I wasn't prepared because I knew nothing about him. Someone said, "Hey, you should talk to Aaron Ross." I said, "Who's that?" They sent me his Facebook profile link or whatever. I just went and invited him. Same day, he said yes. Same day we recorded it. And that's when I met him. That's when I discovered this great personality. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then I discovered, who he was and what his work is and all that sort of thing. But he was very gregarious and very helpful and polite and friendly. And not during the conversation per se, but before and after and everything. He's just a friendly guy. But he's got a reputation to uphold when it comes to defending his stupid worldview, so he's got to be a bit harsh and critical during online conversation or debate or anything like that. Like, he's got to.
Have you watched his debates?
Not too many. I may have seen bits and pieces or something.
He debated Michael Jones. They had.
Was that in a pub?
Yeah, maybe.
I might have been in a pub. I think I tried watching that. I found it a little bit boring. I don't know.
Yeah, it's silly, but
it didn't melt my butter. But and then you said Michael Jones. How did I meet him? I think someone recommended that I interview him, and I'd never heard of him or heard any of his content. And I had horrible chemistry with that man. Horrible chemistry. So I don't know. It's weird.
Oh, I listened to it. It wasn't bad.
Okay.
He debated Matt Dillahunty.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, there's a debate. Online where they sit together on modern day debate.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Here we have Kieran in the chat. He gives us a love heart and he says mathematics sucks. And then he says, yeah, it was in a pub. Jones took him to school, though not a huge fan of his. Yeah, well, me too. But yeah, so Kieran, you got the link. You could join the call. It would be fun to have you on the call. You could talk to Joe and Joe could talk to Kieran. So feel free. I sent you the link. Go ahead and join if you're not otherwise preoccupied and you have responsibilities. Was that a sneeze or a short laugh?
That was a cough.
Oh.
I'm a cougher.
Oh, you are you?
Yeah, I love to cough.
You have COVID-19?
Yeah, I have it. I have COVID-20.
So let me get my mask here. Where's my mask? COVID-22. Oh, Kieran gave the cheapest excuse in the world. He said his boy is currently destroying the living room.
Oh yeah, the old boy living room.
My dog ate my homework, and my child has rabies and whatever. It's just cheap excuses.
Yeah. So what did you want to talk about today? You probably want to talk about the debate, right, or the conversation?
No, I don't care.
Okay, good.
It's just to see your beautiful red face with that J-shaped nose. That's
Yeah,
what it's all about for me.
it's pretty awesome.
And your halo, the way your halo, like just floats out from your head there. Say something. Yeah,
Hey,
there it is. Hey,
hey.
it's like a wave. It's like a wave. Do a like a beatboxing. Do that.
No thanks. That's all right.
No, I want to see the waves.
Too bad. I can't beatbox.
What can you do, Joe? You can't defeat Brenda in a death match. You can't beatbox.
I can gamble.
Ooh.
I'm a big gambler. You ever gamble?
Ooh. I tried once. I invested $5 in a casino in Las Vegas. And it was I think it was $10 I invested, and it just went down the toilet so fast. Kieran says, Joe, let's set up a time to talk, though. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
That'll be fine.
Are you? Yeah.
So I don't like gambling. I hate it. I hate the feeling. It's just.
I flushed $100,000 down the toilet.
Are you joking me? You must be joking.
It's over a long period of time.
Oh my God! You have a sickness or what?
No, I can stop. I can stop whenever I want. I can. When I lost too much money, I stopped.
Oh my God! 100,000, you said?
No more.
Oh yeah.
It's not that bad.
How much you got left over? And can I have 10%?
About $20.
You got $20 left over. Oh, I never know when you're joking though. That's the thing. I need to see that big bald head of yours or that small bald head of yours and see those.
What did you play when you went to the casino?
Well, I only played the slot machine because that's what my wife wanted to do.
Oh, come on, man.
That's the lamest. You just throw money down the toilet.
No, you gotta live on the edge.
Well, I am living on the edge. Have you met my wife?
No, I haven't. She's pretty.
She's edgy.
What? Aren't you upset?
Can I show you? Let me show you a picture of her.
Yeah.
You tell me. You tell me if she's pretty.
Does she look like Brenda?
No.
Oh, beautiful. Nice.
Gorgeous.
That's yeah. You knew her for a long time, huh?
Well, we got married within 3 months of knowing each other.
Where's she from?
Same place. I'm from Ontario.
Yeah.
Have you been? Yeah, from Ontario. Have you been to Ontario?
Oh no, I've never been to Canada.
Oh,
but I watched a television show about border people in Canada, and they arrest people trying to smuggle stuff inside.
Yeah, smuggling snowballs down to the States and stuff like that.
No, they're smuggling stuff into Canada.
Oh.
And then they arrest them.
That's nasty. There's keep all your nasty sex, drugs, and rock and roll down there. We don't want it.
I only know GSP. That's it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. He's right here on DeCarey Avenue, TriStar Gym, I think it's called.
Yeah, TriStar Gym.
You
should go down there.
Well, it's not far. It's not too far. It's about a 45-minute bike ride. I could get there.
Oh, why'd you do it? Then you can get
Is he there?
Is he there
regularly?
I don't know where he is now.
No, I know you don't have a GPS on GSP.
Right, I'm guessing he probably trains there sometimes. I mean, he still trains and stuff.
He may teach. He probably teaches. He probably teaches little kids, like a lot of those guys do teach.
Faraz is there. Faraz is a hobby.
Yeah,
he's really smart. He knows philosophy a lot. And
yeah, well, I did send the email. I mean, it was like a form, contact form on the TriStar website, so I don't know if that goes anywhere or who sees it, but I could try again. You could try to dig around and try to put me in touch with them.
Yeah, sorry, I can't do that.
No?
He doesn't know me.
No?
Hey.
Just tell him you're Jewish. Tell him you're Jewish and you have a lot of connections in the underworld. And
he's Muslim.
Oh, don't tell him you're Jewish.
I didn't understand that joke. Brenda said a joke. I don't know. I didn't understand what the joke was.
If you convert to Judaism, then you can go straight to the central bank and make a withdrawal.
What does that mean?
It's just a joke about the stereotype that Jews have money and they control the money.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Like
That's
that,
what I thought.
like
Huh?
that, like that weekend you'd spend $100,000 on the slot machines. Remember that?
No, it wasn't over a week. It was over like 20 years.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Right. But yeah, so most people would probably be, I don't really care about stereotypes, but like if you said that to the wrong person, like they'd probably be like, that's not that funny. But I mean, I didn't find it funny anyways. But
It's not funny, but you have to appreciate the attempt at humor. Like, that's the thing, So every time I make a stupid joke, you have to laugh out of politeness. Okay, that's the rule.
no, but you're actually kind of funny. She, she's not funny.
Yeah, yeah. So Kieran agrees with us. He says it's the Jews. If you watch any conspiracy theories from the right-hand side of the political spectrum, it's all about the Jews controlling the money and controlling the banks and controlling everything like that. I think it's ridiculous and silly, but could be some truth to it. Whatever. I mean, someone's got to be running the world. Someone's got to be running the banks. I mean, if it's not the Jews, it'll be the Muslims or the Christians or the atheists or the pagans or whoever. It's going to be someone, right? Predominantly. So
Probably.
who cares? Who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
Who
I don't
cares?
care.
Who
I
cares?
wasn't really thinking about
Let
it.
them have the money. They want the money. Let them have the money. Who cares?
So your wife never converted with you?
I don't want to talk too much about her because she hates my religion. She hates being discussed on my podcast. She doesn't listen to my podcast. But let's just say she was raised Greek Orthodox and leave it at that.
Okay.
You and I can talk off the record about my wife, but
How's your sister doing?
which one?
The one you went to stay with when you left high school.
Uh,
I know all about you, David.
how'd you know that? How'd you know that?
David, I know you, buddy.
Oh, you're that Joe. You're the Joe I grew up with.
No, I listened to your story. I think you told your story on like the Converse Contender or.
Oh, yeah,
I
probably,
remember listening to
yeah. Yeah. She doesn't talk to me. She won't talk to me or my other sister or my parents. She's completely isolated herself
Why?
from the family. Oh my God. You want me to get into family drama?
My mother had
Live
her
on
own.
the air? No, I'm
Uh,
not going to get into the family drama.
I'll tell you
Forget about it.
my story. My mother, she had two sisters, and her mother left some money, and then one of the sisters took all the money after the
Ah,
inheritance, and there was a big fight about.
that's a common one. That's not what happened with my sister, but it's a crazy, just ongoing drama. It's I don't know. It's just I couldn't. If we talk off air, I can try to explain it, but I don't understand it myself. So whatever.
It's all right.
It's just drama. I don't know. I just hate the infighting and the drama. It's true
I
what
think
you say though. It's true what you say about the inheritance thing with money. Often that's a big problem, and both my parents are alive, so we haven't had to deal with that. But and they don't have any money anyway, so not a big deal. But that's sad to see. That's sad to see people turning on each other, siblings turning on each other for any reason, right?
David, you're in my will, David. I'm gonna
Thank
leave
you.
you. I'm gonna
Leave me
leave you
that
some,
20 bucks.
unfortunately.
Leave me that 20 bucks that you got left
You'll
over.
get half of it.
$10.
I'm leaving you my dog.
It's $10 American though, so wow, that's a lot of money for me.
Yeah.
So, what'd you think of my impassioned plea for you to become more and more Christian with every passing moment? Did you hear that part of my
Yeah, I heard
speech?
it.
And what'd you
Sure.
think? What'd you think?
It's all right. I'll just tell you about me personally. Just by my nature, I've never been
Religious
just
guy.
a religious type of person, and my family is
Oh, you
super.
got the family problems. Yeah. The
My
Jewish.
family,
They would kill you. They would kill you.
they wouldn't kill me. They would die. Well, my mother would literally die of a heart attack if, being Jewish is like very culturally important. They see
Yeah.
themselves as,
Okay.
something.
Yeah, I knew that. I already knew that about you. I don't know why that didn't come to mind, but I guess it's because Jesus says in the Gospels, if you don't hate your own mother and brother and sister and father and your own self, then you're not worthy to be my disciple. You have to value Jesus Christ and his church above all relationships, all job opportunities, all money, all power, all intimacy on a human level. You have to value your position in the body of Christ more than anything else. Otherwise, you're not worthy of the name Christian. So that's a pretty strong condemnation that Jesus makes. Kieran pipes in, we must be willing to forsake all for the sake of Christ. Amen. That's it. So, I mean, there you have the opportunity. It's up to you. You want to be lukewarm and just shrug your shoulders, try to please your mother. You can't get to heaven by pleasing your mother, sorry to say. But anyway, I'm not going to pressure you. I'm just saying that, you know, if you can find a way to make it work, and it's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big deal that you believe Christianity is true. You're going to have to, you know, you're going to have to pursue that, and otherwise you'll be just left to your own devices, and you'll drift away from the faith, and it won't end too well for you. So that it is a bit of a stern warning. It is a stern warning from me, and then I've done my duty, and you could do what you want to do. But I'll always be here to encourage you and support you. And
Well, shouldn't you be supporting your wife then too?
who, me?
Yeah, telling her every day that she
It's the
needs
same
to
thing.
convert.
It's the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. Yeah, it's exactly the same thing.
Well, you should do it every day.
I do it every day. Kieran says, you already believe in Christ. Would this alone not make your mother have a heart attack, quote unquote? Is she aware of this belief? Good question. Does your mother know that you believe Christianity is true? Because basically, you've already crossed that line, right?
No.
Okay, she doesn't know. Okay. So, yeah. So it's a delicate situation. I don't want to rake you over the coals here.
Yeah, the same way you don't want to talk about your family, I also don't want to talk about mine.
I understand. I understand completely. Next topic.
Yeah.
How about them Dodgers, or what is this? What city are you in again?
Well, how about those Nordiques?
Ooh, the Quebec Nordiques. Yeah, baby. Quebec Nordiques. That's the only hockey team I would ever support. Right now, they don't exist, but I love their sweatshirt or whatever.
They don't have a team anymore?
No, I love their uniform.
Oh, man, that stinks.
They were the best. Quebec Nordiques ice hockey team. I hate ice hockey.
So I told you my roommate died.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that.
He passed away. He had a stroke that same day that I talked. That was the first day I talked to you.
Yeah.
And so he passed away 2 days later.
So sad.
In the hospital. Yeah, he was.
He was a sweet guy, innocent guy.
Yeah. He had Down syndrome. He was 60 years old, and.
Okay, so he was not a young guy.
No.
Okay, so
People with Down syndrome don't really live that long.
Yeah, so
generally.
60 is pretty good. So 60, right?
Yeah.
Memory eternal for Bill. His name was Bill?
Yeah.
Kieran says memory eternal, which is the Greek Orthodox way of saying may he rest in peace and go with God.
Yeah, I took care of him for 4 years, and
Amazing. So you got a lot of air mile points.
Air mile.
Yeah, to go to heaven, like all the good works you did.
You can't get it. You can't get into your works.
Huh?
Don't you know that, David? Your name's David. Your name's David. David Ross.
David Ross. My name's David Ross, and I don't have many air mile points. Can you send me some? Transfer them to my account. I'll give you. I'll have my.
Were you a bad guy when you were younger?
Yeah.
Really?
You've heard my story. Come on, you've heard my story. What? Don't.
I know, but were you like a different person?
No.
I mean,
no.
You just got into the wrong crowd, or because I heard that story. Matthew Murdoch. I found his story very interesting.
Yeah, we're similar in that way. Like we are attracted to the demons, right?
Yeah, everybody's journey is different, and a lot of people they go in different directions, and you never know.
He's the thing I like about Matthew is that he's authentic. He keeps it real, and he'll have the humility to talk about his faults and his weaknesses pretty openly, and he's got a sense of humor about the whole tragic situation where we make mistakes and it's tragic, but he can laugh about it, and I'm sure he cries about it too. But
He seems like a real nice guy.
real nice guy. Yeah, I've known him a few years now. I think we met probably in 2019 or 2018, but became fast friends. And he's another one of my BFFs forever.
Do you just meet people on the internet? Is that how it works for you?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so, because I don't have any real gang of friends in real life. I mean, I got a few friends, a couple of close friends, and a few friends, not too many friends. But we got I also have a couple of childhood friends, and we keep in touch very occasionally. And I got my friend Ben I went to university with. He's been on my podcast, and but day to day, it's just me and my wife. It's just me and my wife and a couple of close friends, and that's about it.
You don't have any pets?
No, don't want any pets.
Why not?
I'm against pet owning.
Why?
It's just stupid. It annoys me. I hate it. I love the animals. I love the humans, obviously, and I love their animals. I just don't want the humans to have the animals as pets.
Okay. One time I called Catholic Answers Live. You know Trent Horn? Do you know him?
Oh yeah. I like him.
I called him and I told him, why don't dogs go to heaven? And, and I asked. I was just joking. It was a joke before my real question, because he had said once that that dogs don't go to heaven, or animals don't. And I was just joking with him. He thought it was kind of funny, but yeah, I like Trent Horn a lot. I think he's really smart.
Yeah, he's wrong though about the pets. All pets potentially will go to heaven. All pets are able to go to heaven, and no pet can ever go to hell, right? So if you love your pet, if you love your pet more than you love Jesus Christ, you're in trouble. But if you love your pet in a healthy, balanced way, you can rejoice in the fact that your pet will be in heaven.
So you're Catholic, obviously. So does that mean like whatever the Pope says, you have to agree with?
No, are you joking me? Are you joking?
Yeah.
Are you joking?
Don't you have to agree with all the Catholic dogma?
Yeah, but everything the Pope utters is not a dogma.
Okay, well, who comes up with the dogma?
The dogmas are there are many different forms of dogmas. You should actually go back and listen to my series where I'm reading this book.
Oh, wow, how about that?
Fundamentals of Catholic Dogma, a one-volume encyclopedia of the doctrines of the Catholic Church, showing their sources in scripture and tradition, and their definitions by popes and councils, by Dr. Ludwig Ott.
Yeah, by popes. So the
popes and councils and tradition. Don't forget that everything that the early church fathers are unanimous about in their beliefs is automatically the dogma.
So isn't the Pope infallible?
Yep. It's very limited infallibility, though. It just means that he cannot err when, in a specific formulaic way, he declares the doctrine of the truth for the whole church to believe. And it has to be concerning matters of pertaining to faith and morals. Have you dug into Kieran's asking in the comments, have you dug into the Bible a lot?
No.
Yeah, so, I mean, I would encourage you, since you're sort of like a secret Christian, I would encourage you to do a lot of reading, right? I think you need to grow in your love of Christ and his church. So you need to read the saints, you need to read about the popes, you need to read about the councils, you need to read about the dogmas, you need to read the Bible.
What if I told you I can't read?
Well, you have ears that work. You can listen to audiobooks. I listen to audiobooks all the time. Most of my Bible reading is listening to audiobooks. And I know that your hearing works because you respond when I talk to you.
It's not me. It's somebody. Okay.
It's Alexa.
I can read. I was just joking.
Yeah, I know.
I read a study that said reading causes cancer because they did a study of all the people who got cancer,
And they all read.
and 98% of them like to read.
Oh
Did you know
my
that?
God.
You read that study?
Yeah. I saw a good meme the other day. It said, scientists have discovered that people believe things when you tell them that scientists discovered it, or something like that. It's just making fun of the whole reverence, the inordinate reverence that most morons have for the expert opinions and stuff like that. So there's like a real sad mental illness where people think, oh, I saw it on television and the experts said this and he was wearing a white lab coat, and it's just like, wow, it's called the fallacy of authority, or appeal to authority.
Yeah. I saw Brenda, and when we talk about evolution, I know you're
Young Earth creationist.
to me, and evolution doesn't make any sense to me when I think about it.
Yeah, well, that was hilarious when you asked how can it be there is male and female for every mammal.
Well, no, if you think about it,
It was hilarious.
If you think about it, something had to split into two. Every mammal on Earth had to split into two. And first, just thinking about the whole thing of evolution, everything started from what? Dirt on its own, or rock, or wherever it came from, and then how did this happen where everything just evolved into these millions of different creatures?
It's absurd.
And if you like, well, what did a porcupine evolve from?
It's absolutely absurd. It's absolutely absurd.
If you think about it, every organ in your body had to know exactly what to do, know where to be in your body, the functions to perform. All. If you look at it like a car, it's actually really similar. We're made of these parts that perform functions, that serve purposes. And if somebody told you a car put itself together, you think they're crazy, right?
Of course. It's just a joke. It's a huge joke. And what we've learned from COVID and the mismanagement of COVID is that the bigger the lie is, the more people take it seriously. The bigger the joke is, the more people take it seriously. It's a sad, sad condition in this fallen world. You believe in Adam and Eve and the fall?
Yeah, I think so.
So, I mean, our intellect took some damage at that point, and our will took some damage. Like, I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where you've been tempted and you're like, I know this is the wrong thing to do, but I also know it feels good and I'm selfish and I want to have this good feeling. I'm pretty sure you've had this situation arise with potato chips or something. But, not that it's a sin to eat potato chips, okay? But I'll leave it to your imagination what other kind of sins involve pleasure, right? But anyway, you can see how weak our human will is today in this fallen world. And we weren't designed to be like that. We were designed to be in control, where our reason is above our feelings and our desires. And
you get all this from reading all the Catholic philosophers?
Yeah, there are perennial philosophical ideas in the church that have been guarded and expanded upon, and it's very, if you are interested in philosophy, certainly you've read people like Saint Augustine, Saint Anselm. You don't read historical treatises on philosophy?
No, I don't read anything.
Really?
Not really. I think the best book I read was let's see, it's called The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein.
Okay.
It's about a boy, and he goes, and there's this tree. It's just a kid's book.
Oh,
no,
okay.
really, I don't like reading very much. So.
Okay.
But I'll tell you the story of the book. It's about a boy, and there's this tree, and he goes to this tree every year, and the tree loves him. And every year he takes something from the tree, and the tree gives him his branches every year, and the tree just wants to be his friend. And as he grows up, he gets older, and he keeps taking more from the tree every year until to build boats, to build houses, and then he becomes an old man, and there's nothing left of the tree, and he's just a stump, and he sits down on the stump. And I don't know. It was just I don't know. I can remember that book. That I don't know. It just seemed very about selfishness. And
Yeah. Well, what was his? Did he have a conversion experience at the end where he realized he's been selfish?
then he became Catholic at the end.
Ah.
I thought most of Brenda. I don't know how you thought Brenda had won the debate. Nothing she said made any sense.
I've already recanted, repented, and begged your forgiveness, and I sent you a box of flowers and a box of chocolates.
Yeah, well,
What do you want from me? You want to here? Take my left arm. Oh yeah, speaking of my left arm, look at the sunburn I got.
Oh, is that where you got your vaccine shot?
No, I didn't get vaccinated, but look at the friggin' burn I got. Only on one arm, because I had my arm hanging out the truck as I was driving around at work on Friday, and it's just I got scorched.
I think you should get the vaccine.
I think I should sue my company, sue my boss, and sue the sun.
Why? He wants you to get the vaccine?
Sue the weatherman. No, they pretty much stopped bothering me. They just think I'm crazy, so they leave me alone, right? So that's the thing. If you let it all hang loose, then people just say, "Oh, that guy's crazy," and then they leave you alone. So that's like that's a good tactic. I recommend.
Did you try to go into a church?
Yeah.
And you couldn't get in because you didn't have your shot, or
I got in. I got in.
The police didn't the police arrest you or something?
They didn't arrest me. They threw me out. Well, they were very nice. The cops were nice.
Why? Why? Because you didn't have your shot or mask?
Because I didn't have my vaccine. I wasn't vaccinated. Did you listen to the story?
I just heard a little bit of it.
I've told it several times. There's a whole series I did on authority, the subject of authority in the church. And this series that I did started because of that incident at St. Joseph's Oratory. So you can go and listen to episode 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, whatever. But it tells you the whole story. But it's a sad situation. But today in Quebec, today is the first day of no masks in the stores.
Oh,
so
really?
we were walking around. My wife and I went to some stores. We were walking around, went to a charity shop where we like to buy cheap secondhand stuff. I got a cute little bird doll, and I got some glasses, got some drinking glasses, got a t-shirt. And so yeah, about 30, between 30 and 40%, I estimate, of people are still wearing the mask, even though they don't have to. They're no longer required to do it, but about 40, I would estimate about 35% still wearing it.
Yeah, it's a lot of different people. Some people don't. Some people refuse to wear the mask at all, and then other people will wear the mask even when there's nobody around.
You still see that?
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah.
Remind me, which state are you in again? Which state?
Sometimes I forget. I'll give you a guess. Either in Montana, Oklahoma, or Virginia.
Virginia.
Hey, good job. You won.
Virgin. I know. I can always remember because I know you're a virgin and you live in Virginia.
Thanks. That's good. So, are you gonna get any new big guests on your show? You should get some.
Queen Elizabeth.
That would be a pretty good guest, huh? What about the Pope?
Excuse me, Your Highness. Why are you Anglican? Why aren't you Catholic?
Would you like to meet the Pope?
Yeah, of course. Of course. I would love that. I like him. I love him.
You love him?
Yep. It's man on man love you would not understand.
Okay. You should get some more atheists on your show.
Well, the Pope's not an atheist. What are you talking about? I don't appreciate that accusation.
You should get Joel Pearson. I listened to that conversation.
I've had him on twice, man.
I know. Get him again.
Get him.
I won't debate him though. He's a really hard atheist. They're all the same. All the atheists, they just don't. There's no reason.
Boring. It gets boring after a while, don't you think?
Yeah. Being an atheist or talking to the atheist?
Talking to the atheist. They're having fun. What are you talking about? They love it.
Yeah, I know, but it's not an intellectual thing for them. It's much more psychological.
It's psychological. Yeah, it's a bunch of like, they're in denial and they want you to play along with this little game like a child, like the child who has chocolate cake smeared all over his face, all over his hands, all over his clothing, and there's a trail of cake back to the kitchen, into his bedroom, and mommy's like, "Why'd you eat the chocolate cake?" And little Johnny's like, "I didn't eat the chocolate cake," and it's like covered in chocolate cake. That's the psychology. When you talk to an atheist, you're just talking to an immature, selfish little child who has refused to grow up. Period.
There's lots of reasons to not want God to exist. So
yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Lots of reasons.
Hell first and foremost. Do you believe in hell?
Oh, you've talked to me, so you know what I've experienced. So
okay.
I probably do. Yeah?
Say no more. Say no more. Say no more. Tell us more. Tell us more. Tell us more.
I don't think nobody would believe my story except you. So.
No. You've only told me and a couple other. So you told a Catholic priest your story, right?
Uh-huh.
And was he a good Catholic priest? Do you know how to tell the difference between a good Catholic priest and a not so good Catholic priest?
No, I just went into
the local parish.
I just went into a random Catholic church and needed to talk to somebody. So I talked to two separate ones, but I don't think they believe me. So.
You're guessing, though. You didn't ask them explicitly. They didn't tell you explicitly whether they believe you or not.
No, they didn't believe me.
They handed you a straitjacket and a tinfoil hat. Here you go. Parting gift.
No, but they were nice enough to talk to me, so.
They did this gesture, like.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you Joe, you're a special character, you're a special guy, and you have been given a lot of graces, a lot of gifts. Like, I don't know if you appreciate it, but God loves you. He's taking care of you. He's showing you stuff, opening your eyes. Like, he's not doing this for Brenda. He's not doing it for Matt Dillahunty, apparently. So, what are you going to do with this treasure you've been given? Are you going to squander it? You're going to hide it? You're going to just say thanks, but no thanks? Or are you going to go, yeah, I'm in, I'm all in, fully in, 100% in. Yeah, let's go. End of rant. Okay, I'll stop.
I guess you should. Why don't you become you should become a priest.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll be a priest now, and you can tell me your confession. Let's go. Okay.
You really want to hear him?
No.
We'll do it all over the internet.
Oh my God.
Confessions over the internet.
I was just reading now. I'm reading the. Here, let me show you what I'm reading now. Oh my God, this is huge. This book is huge.
Jesus. That's too much, buddy.
It's heavy. It's heavy. Heavy.
Have you ever read Dr. Seuss? He's good.
Look at this thing now.
You reading all that?
Yep, I'm 80% in. This bookmark is about 50% in because I stopped. I'm reading it electronically on my Kindle device. I don't know if you have a Kindle device. Do you have a Kindle device?
No, what's a Kindle?
It's like an ebook reader. So if you go,
I'm just joking. I know what a Kindle is.
You can see. You've probably seen people standing in public transportation with these devices, and they're like scrolling and reading.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Okay.
I see that you refused to. You kept calling Brenda he.
I threw in a her once by accident.
That's funny.
It's a guy. It's a dude. Okay, it's a dude, and I love him. He's suffering from a very peculiar form of delusion. and no ill will from me. And yeah, I
What
mean,
do you th-
I just
What do you think
refuse. I
about all
refuse to cater. I refuse to cater too much.
What do you think about all this gender? I don't know if it's the same thing in Canada
Oh
or
yeah, oh yeah. It's worse, probably worse up here. It's all demonic nonsense, and it's very, 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 very dangerous. Very dangerous. It's
okay. That's
hurting people. It's hurting children. It's hurting families. It's hurting individuals, and it's demonic. It's evil.
yeah. Would you tell Brenda that?
Not unless not unless he begged me to tell him my honest opinion.
Should tell that to Matt Dillahunty. He wouldn't like you.
He doesn't listen though. Matt Dillahunty doesn't listen. He doesn't want to. From what I understand from my experience of dialoguing with him, he just
That's
wants to
why you should call
steamroll.
him again.
He wants to
Call.
steamroll. He wants to just.
You never even watched the show, have you?
No, I watched my episode.
That's it.
I watched your episode.
Yeah, but my episode doesn't mean anything. You don't even know why I was doing this because
I didn't have any context for that.
right. So you don't see what a dick he is. I mean, he's like the biggest jerk you've ever seen on terms of like how he talks to his callers.
Is he nice to his colleagues and friends and family and his gay lover?
Probably it's the same way, like dictators rule, where you have
Okay.
to be.
Yeah, you have to be nice to certain in group. You know, the thing I do, I am against the whole transgender thing, but there is one very, very good and exciting upside to it, which is that a lot of gay men are now marrying women. And a lot of gay women are now marrying men because their spouse is pretending to be the opposite sex to what they really are, and that means that they actually are the opposite sex of their spouse. So it's like now we have men and women coming together in unholy matrimony, meaning that the marriage obviously is not a Catholic marriage. God's not smiling on this union. It's still sick and perverted, but at least it's a man and a woman. So that's the silver lining to this demonic transgender cloud.
When I lived in Uganda, I told you that I was in the Peace Corps and I lived in Uganda for 2 years. I lived on a Catholic parish, and where there was a home for the disabled. That's why they put me there to help with them a little bit. But then a new parish priest came in. I had a good relationship with the first priest, and I would eat dinner with him sometimes. But then a new parish priest came in, and he didn't like that I didn't attend his church service.
Ooh.
So he kicked me off the parish, kicked me out.
Oh,
So I had to find a new place to live.
that's no good.
Yeah.
That's no good. People are people, even if they're priests, even if they're bishops, even if they're the Pope, they're still people. They still fart and burp and make mistakes. So
I think I'm gonna go back to Uganda.
are you serious?
Yeah, I want to go back and visit.
Wow.
You want to come?
I'd love to come, yeah, but my wife would object.
She can come too if she wants.
She doesn't want, but
Very
that's
similar
exciting.
It's similar to Scotland.
Hey, have you? Yeah, right.
Have you ever watched The Last King of Scotland?
No.
It's a good movie. It's about Idi Amin.
Okay.
Have you heard of him?
The name sounds familiar. Yeah.
He's a very famous dictator
Have you seen in which country?
in Uganda.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
But the movie's called Last King of Scotland
Ah.
because I don't know. I think a Scottish person goes over there.
Have you seen The Gods Must Be Crazy?
Maybe like 30, 40 years ago.
Yeah. I just rewatched it recently. It's
What are
it's
your
very
favorite
silly.
movies?
My favorite movies of all time?
Yeah.
I like The Wizard of Oz, even though it might be demonic, but I like it. I love it. It brings me to tears.
Oh.
Because that's what I watched with my mom growing up. Like we watch it at least once a year together.
Anything else?
I like. I don't really have any other favorite movies. I mean, I have some movies I like. I like Hitchcock movies. I like David Lynch movies, even though they're demonic. I like Lars von Trier movies, even though they're demonic.
What has David Lynch done?
Eyes Wide Shut. I like also like and the I like Stanley Kubrick.
That's Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, Stanley Kubrick, Eyes Wide Shut. Who was the other guy I mentioned?
David
David Lynch.
Lynch.
Oh, like Lost Highway and the worst movie I've ever seen is a David Lynch movie, Eraserhead. It's horrible.
Never heard of it. Never heard of any of it.
It's disgusting. David Lynch, my
What about
favorite.
You ever seen Shawshank Redemption?
No, is that with that funny guy? What's his name?
No.
No?
It's Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman.
Okay.
All right. Well, this is your assignment. Go watch that movie.
Is it a
It's
good
really-
movie?
Yeah, it's really good. You'll like it.
Okay, Shawshank Redemption. I'm not a huge fan of most movies. I probably won't like
Okay.
it. I'll
I
try
think
it.
you'll
I'll
like
try it. I'll try it.
You promise?
No, I don't
That's your-
promise. I don't promise.
Well, that's your assignment.
It's my assignment. Maybe
Um,
I'll watch it. I'm very, very bad at watching movies. Like if I don't like it, I just either turn it off or start skipping through it.
I think you'll like it. It's pretty much, it's a classic.
Okay. Shawshank Redemption.
Kieran probably seen it. Ask him.
Yeah.
Is he still there?
He's not there. He's cleaning up the mess that his child's making, probably.
Have we gotten to 1 million viewers yet?
Yeah. The counter is rolled over. Like it went to the maximum and then it went back to 0, so we're currently at 0.
So, how did you decide to start this podcast? Why did
Have you not heard the story before? I've told it a million times. My wife was annoyed with me that every party we'd go to, I would corner my atheist friends and ask them a bunch of metaphysical questions and philosophical questions. And my wife just said, go and annoy people on the internet. Don't annoy our friends because we're not going to have any friends left. And her prediction came true. We don't have any friends left. It's true. It's true.
I thought you stopped annoying them.
Yeah, but then COVID came along, and that just that annoyed Anna. So now Anna doesn't have tolerance for mainstream normies.
Anna, is that her name? Your wife?
Yeah, Anna. She
That's a
doesn't.
big-
She doesn't have tolerance for. She doesn't suffer fools lightly, or whatever that expression is.
Nice. What does she do for a living?
She's like an artist. She doesn't make any money. I support her, but she just does her little art and her clothing and stuff like that.
Huh. Nice.
It's a good lifestyle.
She looks like an interesting woman.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you like what beauty rating would you give her out of 10?
I gave her 10 plus. 10 out.
Whoa, nice. Stay away. That's my woman, man. She's tall too. Well, she's not tall, but she's like my height. I'm not tall. I'm like average height. How tall am I? I'm 175 centimeters. What is that? 175 centimeters in feet. I guess 0.75 times 12.
You guys
5'9". I'm 5'9". Is that average?
Yeah, that's average. You measure people by centimeters?
No, but I can. Someone on one of my official documents, they put my height in metric, and that number 175 sticks in my memory, but 5'9" does not stick in my memory. For whatever reason, I can't remember that I'm 5'9", but I can remember that I'm 175. And my weight is, if you're curious about my weight,
160.
no, 155.
150.
Well, okay, maybe I am 160 now, but I was 155 my whole life. But
I can guess anybody's weight.
Are you serious?
That's my special talent.
Really? And you could tell just based on my face and my shoulders.
Just me, you look like a thin guy.
Yeah, I was 155 my whole life. Now I think I've been putting on the pounds a bit. So I think
Your
I'm
wife is
160.
120 pounds.
I have no idea.
That's my guess.
No idea.
Go Go ask her.
I don't think we own a scale. I don't think we own a scale. How much do you weigh and what height are you?
You saw me. I told you. You sent me.
I never saw you. What are
Run
you talking
shorter.
about?
Little mini me. Remember you sent me that?
Oh my God.
That's what I look like.
That is so cute. That's how I picture you.
I'm 2'6".
I hope you are. I hope you really are. But I know they don't let people like that into the army, so you're
I
probably.
wasn't in the army.
Oh, you were in the Munchkin Brigade.
The Peace Corps is not the
Hey,
army.
listen, we are made for each other, Joe. What's my favorite movie?
Shawshank Redemption?
No, Wizard of Oz with the Munchkin Land.
Oh, yeah.
Hey! It's
I
no
don't like
coincidence. There's no
It's
coincidence.
a terrible movie, though.
It's amazing.
All right.
Anyway, so we're going to wrap it up here. I got to get back to work.
Why? You got to go back to work?
Yeah, I'm doing unpaid overtime here because I got a project at work that I've been promising would be done 3 weeks ago and it's still not done, so I got to do it. So I got to...
All right, well, it's nice talking to you, man.
Yeah, so you're open to talking with my friend Kieran. He's a very sweet, nice guy.
What are we going to talk about?
He's Orthodox, so he'll probably want to talk about
What does it mean?
Orthodox
What does it mean to
faith.
be Orthodox?
Yeah, that's what he'll explain to you.
I know, but what does that mean?
It means they are in schism with the one true church. They believe that the Pope is not, does not have supremacy of power and authority, only a supremacy of honor.
How did you meet Kieran? Over the internet?
Yeah, through the podcast, because he was a Protestant. It's an excellent, excellent series of interviews. You should listen to Kieran Part 1, Kieran Part 2, Kieran Part 3, and all the other interviews. But start with 1, 2, and 3. You won't believe.
He has
You
great
won't
hair.
believe it. Huh?
Great hair. Great mustache. Great hair.
Oh, I thought you said gray. You said great. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. He's a sexy man with a sexy hairdo and a sexy
Yes.
mustache. Yes.
Yeah.
So, and his brother's not bad looking either.
Oh, man. Can't wait to meet him.
Yeah, man. So
All
we'll talk very soon. Take care of yourself there, and everything's good with the Joe and Dave love affair. We're still best friends forever, so that's the main point.
All right, man.
My little munchkin. So we'll talk soon.
All right. See you
Take
Dave.
care. Bye.